Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victoria. In today's tutorial, we're looking at how to cut and sew this beautiful peplum blouse you're seeing. If this is what you're interested in learning, please stay tuned as we're about to start. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for watching. And if you're just seeing this video, thanks for stopping by. If you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that when the new video is being posted, you'll be the first person to see it. So let's get right into the video. So firstly, I'm just trying to place the Ankara in order for me to know where to cut it, because I don't want to use the place that has a paper. So sorry, this Ankara is 2 years. Yes, that is one wrapper, is 2 years. So this is me trying to turn it. So after that, I'll be drawing the very first line, which is going to serve as our shoulder line. So after the shoulder line, from shoulder to bust point that I'm working with is 10 inches, which is a 10 inches you are seeing there. Shoulder to under bust is 13, and then shoulder to half length is 16, just as you can see. So after that, I'll do same thing on the other end, then I'll connect the points together. So now after connecting, we are going to impute our shoulder measurement. The shoulder I'm working with is 15. 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. So this is our 7.5. So on this 7.5, I'm going to come down by 1 inch to serve as our shoulder slope. So this is the 1 inch. So from this side, I'm going to divide my bust measurement by 6. So when I divide bust measurement by 6, what I have is 6. That is 36 divided by 6 is 6. So 6 plus 1 is 7. So this is our 7. So here is now serving as our chest line. So we'll roll it down here. So from this part to this part, we're going to divide it by 2. So this is serving as the midpoint. Then from this side, you're going to go in by 0.75. Then we just connect these points to meet here. So after that, on this part, you're going to impute your bust measurement. The bust I'm working with is 36. 36 divided by 4 is 9 inches. So this is our 9 inches. So we're just going to connect it like so. So this is our armhole. So from this part, you're going to mark our basic neckline, which is 3 by 3. This is 3 inches, and then this is 3 inches. So we'll go over to just roll it out like so. Then we're going to connect our shoulder slope down here, just like so. So what is left now is we're going to take our dart. This is just a basic blouse. So the dart I'm working with is 3.5, which is my nipple to nipple divided by 2. The nipple to nipple that I'm working with is 7.5 actually. So 7.5 divided by 2 is 3.75. So this is at 3.75. I'm going to mark it down to the bust point. So this place is now going to serve as our bust, so our dart. So this is just me trying to draw the dart leg. So the waist I'm working with is 28. 28 divided by 4 is 7 inches. So this is our 7 inches plus our 1 inch dart intake, 8. So this is 8. So we are going to connect this to this. Watch me. So now this is our actual measurement. So for us to add our allowance, I'm going to add 2 inches allowance all around. So this is our 2 inch, and then I'll add 2 inches here. Then I'll connect just like so. So that is all. So on this side, I'm going to add half inch in order for me to cut them. Then when I'm done cutting and sewing, I'll come back to the normal distance. So this is our half inch that I'm adding all around. So for the neckline, I'm going to extend the neckline. Initially I used 3 by 3. So for this, I'll be using 3.5 inch. That is to say the width is 3.5. Then I'll come down by, from this our 3 inches, I'm going to come down by another 3 inches. Then I'll connect this a round neck just something like this. So this is our actual neck. So because of our sewing allowance, I'm going to mark 1/2 inch all around, just like so. And that is all for the cutting of the front. So I'll go ahead to, for the drafting, I'll go ahead to cut it out and continue with the back. So for the back, we're going to place the front piece on this remaining piece of the fabric. So for us to do that, since the back has a zipper, we are going to come out by 1.5 inch from the other side so that we'll mark it. So I'll be marking 1.5 inch up, then I'll roll it just as you can see. So after rolling the 1.5 inch line, we are going to place it just as you can see. So since you don't want the zipper to pop, we are just going to go in by 1/2 an inch. Can you see what I'm doing there? Can you see it? I've gone in by 1/2 an inch, then I'll roll it straight up. Can you see? So now that new line that I roll is now our back, it's now serving as our back line. That is where we'll be marking our actual zipper allowance. So why I went in by that 1/2 inch is for our zip not to be bulging. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. You know, there are some dresses when they wear it, you see that the zip is doing some kind of wavy stuff like that. So that was why we did that. So after that, we're going to mark our actual 1.5 inch from the new line outside. Then I'll just draw the main line just as you can see me drawing there. So now after that, for the neckline, we will not be using the same neckline we use for the front, although we'll be maintaining the 3.5 for the width, but for the length, the back will not be that deep like the front. So that was why I used 3 inches. Then I'm just marking it to the actual 3.5 that we are using. So after that, I'll just cut the neck, then trace out the remaining parts of the dress, and that is all. So this is what we have. That is the front, and then this is the back, just as you can see. So another thing again, still about the zipper stuff. If you don't do all these things, you see that you end up seeing your zip being pork and then looking in a funny way. So again, what we are going to do in this part, we are going to go up by 1 inch for the back. Can you see what I'm doing? I went up by 1 inch. Then I'm going to draw a line from that side slantly to the side. Can you see that the side remain the same, but the back length is shortened by 1 inch in order for every part of the back to what lay very flat. So after doing that, I'll just go ahead to cut it just as you can see me doing like this. I'll make sure I cut it properly. And that is also anything we have here. I'm going to cut the lining piece exactly like this. Now for the flake, which is a peplum part of the dress, in order for you to cut it, you're going to divide your waist by 6.28, which is radius of a circle. So when I divide 28 by 6.28, what I have is 4.5. So 4.5 plus the length that I'll be using like 8 inches. So the whole thing is about 13.5. So what I have here is 15 inches. So 13.5 plus, let's say 1.5 for sewing allowance and every. So at the end of the day, I'll be left with the 13.5. So I have 15 here. I'll just try to like adjust it to maybe have like 14 in order for us not to waste fabric. So after that, that is our first fold. Then I'll fold it again so that it will be in 4, which is 1 2 3 4. That is, I'll fold it the second time, 1 2 3 4, just as you can see. So what we'll be doing is from the edge, from the beginning of that place, just as you can see, I'm just measuring it so that at the end of the day I'll not have any shortage. So from that tip, look the way I'm turning the whole thing. Can you see that tip? So from that tip, when we divide our 28 by 6.28, what we have was what? 4.5. You get? So I'm going to mark my 4.5 all the way around, just as you can see. That is me marking my 4.5 all the way around. So after marking your 4.5, now you're going to measure the length of the flare. I said the length of the flare we are working with is 8 inches. So this is our 8 inches, right? And now we are going to add half inches for sewing, and then half inches for turning the lining here, and also half inches for sewing. So, and again for ease, so I'll just add like 1.5. So I'll be doing 9.5. So this is 9.5. I'm going to measure the 9.5 all around, just as we did for the first. So after marking it, we just go ahead to cut the 9.5 side and then the 4.5, just as you can see me doing like this. So for the sleeve, I'll be doing a peplum kind of, a puff kind of sleeve. So this is all what we have left from the 2 years. So I just went ahead to fold it like this. This is fold 1. Then I'm still going to fold it. I'll fold it again. So this is fold 2. So I just fold it this side so that you can see the length we have. So I'll just go ahead to cut this part out. So this is the sleeve. I'm just going to so what I use here is just the normal sleeve. I just mark it here in order for it to have a little bit of shape. So I'll just cut it just like so. So guys, I've gone ahead to cut the lining. This is the front, the lining, the back, the lining, then the peplum, that is the flip part, and this is the lining. So we'll go ahead to start the stitching. So for the stitching aspect, this is the front, just as you can see. So this is the right face, and then this is the bad face. So now what we'll be doing, I'll be making it to be right side facing right side. So this is the right side of the lining facing the right side of the fabric. So what I'll be doing is I'll go to the sewing machine and I'll sew here with half of an inch. That half of an inch we added earlier, I'll sew with half of an inch all around, then I'll top stitch on it so that I'll bring it. So this is what we have after I was done top stitching on the neck, just as you can see. So what I'll be doing now is I'll go ahead and turn this side and then also turn this side. So after running a stitch, just as you can see, I'll just go ahead to like turn it. Now this is what we have. So I'll go ahead to take the dart, just as this lace we notched earlier. I'm going to take the dart. So this is what we have after taking the dart, just as you can see. Now I'm going to work with the back. This is the back. I'll just remove the lining from it, then I'll turn the neckline just as I did for the front. After turning the neckline, I will join this zipper side and then the side of the back. Then I'll take the dart just exactly how I did for the front, but just that the back now will be 2 pieces because of our zipper, you get. So that is the only difference. So exactly what I did for the front, I'm going to do it for the back. So after turning the back, this is the sleeve. Can you see the place I notched? So I'm going to face it right side facing right side of the bodies. Then I'm going to sew the sleeve. So the sleeve, I told you, is a puff sleeve. So this is me trying to like pleat it. Can you see? I'm the one doing the video myself. That is why I couldn't use my second hand to do it. But just look closely. You can see that that is the pleat that I'm trying to do. So can you see the pleat? So I'll just go over to pleat it all the way around. Then when I'm done, I'll bring it for you guys. Can you see how it looks like after pleating it? So anything I do for this side, that is what I did for the second sleeve. So after joining the sleeve, I'll sew it with the allowance I added at the side. I added 2 inches extra, so I'll be using 1.5. So after sewing that, can you see the sleeve? Yes. So when we are done, I'm going to put the loop, but for now I'm going to fold the sleeve inside, just like folding it. So guys, after that, let's work with the peplum. So this is the peplum. I'm going to carry the lining and then face it together right side facing the right side. Then I'll sew it with half of an inch all round. So after sewing it with half of an inch all round, so we are going to what? Turn it. This is what it looks like after sewing it. So we are going to just turn it. You get? So after turning it, can you see? After turning it, so now we are going to top stitch on it. But before we top stitch, we are going to like cut it out. Like we're going to divide it so that the whole thing will not be circle. So after cutting it at the outside, now we can be able to top stitch on it properly without any dragging on the sewing machine. So I'm going to top stitch on the wrong side, just as you can see. So after top stitching, guys, this is what I have. So I'm going to close the opening that I did, like not closing it all, like I'm going to sew it inside so that the place will be inside. Can you see that I've sewn it? So the thing left now is I'm going to measure the length of the blouse and then the length of the peplum. Then I'll join it together, just as you can see me doing like this, from one end to another end of the peplum and the main blouse. You get? So I'll be joining it together. Then I will stitch it all around, just as you can see me pinning it. So anywhere I pin, I'm going to stitch it, just as you are joining your peplum with your normal blouse. That is what I'm trying to do. So I'll go over to the sewing machine and do that. So when I'm done doing that, I'll bring it for you people to see it.
So guys, this is what we have. So what is left now, we are going to just fix our zipper. Just go ahead to fix the zip.
So after fixing the zip, I will insert the rope on the sleeve, and that is basically all for this tutorial. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.